best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight. Where the Bayou City streets meet these country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome in to Scott Carpenter Park. It is the Dodge City A's and Boulder Collegians set for Game 1 of the series, Game 4 of the season for your Dodge City A's. So we are getting set to go here. I believe that we are going to play a 7-inning game tonight. Could be wrong on that, but that's what was being talked about in pregame. Was a 7-inning game. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for your Dodge City A's. Batting first, it is the shortstop, number 3, Landon Langley, batting second. The second baseman, number 6, Arturo Blakenzie, batting third. Number 26, Alejandro Gomez is your DH, batting cleanup. Number 11, Jael Amador in center field, batting fifth. Nicholas Brown, number 10, he is your catcher, batting sixth. Number 25, Nico Brown, the third baseman, batting seventh. The right fielder, number 13, Paxton Huff, batting eighth. Number 17, Jackson Phillips at first base, and rounding out the lineup, it is Omari Johnson, the left fielder, wearing number 14. Take a step aside for National Anthem. We'll be back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back in to Scott Carpenter Park as we get set. Lane and Langley set to lead off for your Dodge City A's. It is Aiden Chippendall getting the start on the mound tonight for the Boulder Collegians. We'll get to face off against a lefty to start the game. The A's saw a lefty last night against the Game Day Angels. Lane and Langley, the first pitch thrown down, 6:04 p.m. Mountain Time, and it is outside for ball number 1. So Langley ahead in the count early, 1-0. The pitch comes inside, catches the inner part of the zone, and that'll even the count at 1 to Langley. Landon currently batting an even .400 on the season for your Dodge City A's. Pitch misses outside, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. So the A's are on day 3 of this 4-day trip. The 3rd different team they'll see out here in Colorado. They'll play here at Boulder tomorrow night as well. As Langley, he'll come up empty on the offering, and that evens the count at 2. The 2-2 offering coming from Chippendall. Swung on and missed. It's a drop third strike. They'll throw down to first to complete the out.
Next up for Dodge City.
That'll bring up Arturo Blankenze, sorry. And I apologize. I found out before the game that I had been saying it wrong all along. It's Blankenze. Of course, Arturo has his parents out here visiting on this trip as well. So the first pitch in to Arturo misses outside for ball number 1. Arturo batting .167 on the season. The pitch high and outside again. It's 2 balls and no strikes. 1 away for the Dodge City A's. We're just getting started here. The pitch, Arturo will foul that one back into the netting and makes it 2-1. A 2-1 pitch comes inside on that one, and it's 3-1 now. 3-1 delivery from Chippendall. Arturo will make contact. It's a towering fly ball, but well playable. Calling everybody off and taking it is the left fielder, Britton Fox, and now 2 away for your Dodge City A's. Batting 3rd. Comes Alejandro Gomez. Gomez batting .250 on the season so far. Again, just the 4th game of the season for your Dodge City A's, but got a lot of baseball left to play. Pitch in for a strike, and Gomez down quickly, 0-1. Jael Amador standing in the on-deck circle for your Dodge City A's. We'll talk about the defensive alignment when they come up here in the bottom of the 1st. The pitch, bender that catches a back door, and that has Gomez down 0-2. The pitch outside, and we'll go to the backstop. It's a short backstop. Not a whole lot of distance there, unlike last night at game day. There was a fair distance between home plate and the backstop. Counts 1-2 to Gomez. The pitch called, strike 3, and Gomez will get caught looking, and that will end the inning as the A's go down 1-2-3. We're headed to the bottom of the 1st. We'll be back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Jace Gifford getting the start tonight on the mound for your Dodge City A's. He'll face off against Parker Noah. First pitch in to Noah was ball 1. Noah makes contact, and the first hit of the game, Langley can't quite get to it. It'll roll out into left field, and just like that, the Collegians have their leadoff runner aboard.
Up next for the Collegians, right fielder Cooper.
That'll bring up Caden Cooper. The Larks and the Collegians, they played a doubleheader last night. Larks came away with the first game. Then it was a 23-2 decision in the second game in favor of the Larks. Pitch was high, the throw down to second, not in time. Just like that, a stolen base. So 1-0 count to Cooper. Called strike. Catches the upper part of the zone, does Gifford, and that'll even the count at 1. Gifford misses high and outside there. It's 2-1 now. The 2-1 delivery from Gifford, the righty on the mound. Makes contact, fouls it off, and that will even the count at 2. So the A's, they played the Lumberjacks on Wednesday afternoon, early evening. Came away with a win in that game. Dropped a hard-fought 6-3 battle to the Game Day Angels last night. Cooper makes contact, fielded by Langley, throw to first, Phillips in time, and out number 1. It moves the runner over to third.
Up next for the Collegians, cleanup batter, second baseman Alvarez.
And that'll bring up Damian Alvarez. So 1 on, 1 away for the Collegians, who are threatening here in the bottom of the first. Down in the dirt. This is an all-natural field here at Scott Carpenter Park. The A's have played on full turf the last 2 nights. The pitch, grounded to third, fielded, well, bobbled actually. Give that one an infield hit. Just
In the 4 hole, for the Collegians, shortstop, Padilla.
so Alvarez on at first. Pitch down low. It's 2 balls and no strikes, account to Padilla. Gifford delivers. Padilla checks his swing, but says he goes around anyway, does the home plate umpire, and that'll move the count to 2-1. Pitch misses low. Gifford pitched on Friday night, opening night against the Great Bend Batcats. Took the loss in that game. That one makes contact and will go out into left field. So 2 hits and an error so far in the bottom, and the
First baseman Carney.
Boulder Collegians have a 1-0 lead. So that brings in Logan Carney. First pitch to Carney is a hit out into right. Here comes a run around third. The throw to third in. Oh, it was there but dropped by Brown, and it puts runners on the corners.
Up next, number 31, the designated hitter, McGuire.
So runners on the score, or runners on the corners with 2 runs in for the Collegians. Nicholas Brown goes out and has a quick conversation with Gifford, and that will bring up Jesse Aguirre. Still only 1 out in the inning. The A's now trailing 2-0. Flying bat, grounded to second, so they'll trade a run for an out. It's an RBI ground out for Aguirre.
Next up, the catcher Johnson.
So that brings in Yale Johnson, the 7th batter of the inning for the Collegians, who now lead at 3-0. The pitch is fouled off up the right field line. He's down in the count 0-1. So the dimensions, left field similar to Cavalier. It's 334 down the left field line, 353 into the left power alley, 387 to dead center, 331 in the right power alley, and 320 down the right field line. Pitch grounded to the shortstop Langley. They'll make the throw to first in time, and that will retire the side, but not before Boulder scores 3. We're headed to the top of the second. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Top of the second here at Scott Carpenter Park. Jael Amador leading off for your Dodge City A's. They find themselves in a 3-run deficit after 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Chippendale still on the mound for the Collegians, and he'll fire in for a strike. That pitches in and misses, and that'll even the count at 1 to Amador. He'll make contact down the right field line. It's fair. Rolls all the way into the corner. Amador rounding first. He's going to second, around second, going to third, and he'll be in easily with a stand-up triple. So the first hit of the ball game belongs to Jael, and that will bring in Nicholas Brown, the catcher tonight for the Dodge City A's. So before we get ahead of ourselves here, Amador didn't have a batting average on the season yet. Brown's batting .429. It's ahead in the count 1-0. Even the count at 1 after he comes up empty on that offering. One delivery. Chippendale set. Throws in and misses low and inside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Now the count to Nicholas Brown. So this will be the 3rd game that Brown has caught for your Dodge City A's. The 2-1 delivery. Brown makes contact. He'll send it to the second baseman. They'll trade an out for a run, an RBI ground out for Nicholas Brown. So the A's are on the board. They trail 3-1. And that'll bring up Nico Brown. Nico has been solid early in the season for the Dodge City A's. Booted a couple tonight already. That pitch is in for a strike. Down on the count 0-1. Nico batting .091. High fly ball, it's out into center field, off the center field wall, right at the 387 mark, and he'll be in with a stand-up double. So, 1 on, 1 away for your Dodge City A's to bring up Paxton Huff. Huff, the right fielder tonight for the Dodge City A's. Huff batting .250 on the season so far. First pitch, catches the outer edge of the zone and has Huff down 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Chippendale's going to take a long look back at second. Brown with a big lead. Swung on and missed does Huff, and he's down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. inside. Makes it 1-2. The A's are 1-2 on the season, 1-1 in league play so far. Pitch, backdoor bender that didn't catch the zone, and that'll even the count at 2. Take a look at the league standings after a while, but we already know that Hayes is at the top of the runnings. After that pitch misses, it's a full count. We'll see the payoff pitch coming from Chippendall. So he comes set. The payoff pitch is grounded up the middle, cut off by the shortstop. He bobbles it, can't make the play, and that puts runners on the corners. So that'll bring in Jackson Phillips. Phillips sends a scalding one right at the first base dugout. Down in the count, 0-1. Phillips batting .333 on the season so far as he'll take a pitch outside that evens the count at 1. The A's threatening. They have runners on the corners with one away. Trail this game 3-1. Phillips makes contact and softly fouls it off. He'll fall down 1-2. Oh, a called strike 3, and Phillips gets caught looking. That'll bring up Omari Johnson now with 2 away.
Next, left fielder, Johnson.
Johnson at the bottom of the lineup for the Dodge City A's, the left fielder. Batting .125. So I said we'd take a look at the league standings. Of course, it's Hayes at the top of the standings with 4 wins on the season already. Pitch in for a strike. They took 2 from the Lumberjacks and, of course, 2 from these Collegians yesterday. Game day in second place at 2-1. Your Dodge City A's are currently sitting in third at 1-1. Liberal has yet to play a league game. They will start that tomorrow or tonight actually as they play the Game Day Angels in Liberal. Fort Collins is 1-1, Boulder's 0-2, and Lumberjacks are 0-3. Pitch swung on and missed. That makes the count 1-2 to Johnson. Johnson will wear the pitch on his arm, and that puts the bases loaded.
To the top of the lineup for Dodge City, shortstop Langley.
That'll turn the lineup over for Landon Langley. He was out on a drop third strike his first time up. Landon was 6 hits on the season already. Of course, 5 of those came in the game the other night against the Lumberjacks where he hit for the cycle. First pitch This is high to Langley. Bases loaded with 2 away for the Dodge City A's, and you'd love to see them come away with something here. The 1-0 pitch comes inside. Gets Langley to jump back a little bit. He's ahead in the count now, 2-0. So it's Nico Brown at third, Paxton Huffs at second, Omari Johnson on at first after the hit by pitch. Langley comes up empty, and it's now 2-1. The 2-1 fouled, and that will even the count at 2. Langley is going to take a step out of the box. That might have went straight down and hit his foot. So we'll go back to work. Deuce is wild across the top of the scoreboard. Two-two delivery coming from Chippendall. So he has what he wants and comes set. Grounded up the third base line and foul, so we'll do the 2-2 over again. Chippendall steps off. He'll get a new sign. The 2-2 again. Up the middle, it'll be fielded by the shortstop. They'll go to second for the out. So the fielder's choice, and the A's will leave them loaded as we're headed to the bottom of the second. The A's trail 3-1. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back in to Scott Carpenter Park. Alex Martin leading off in the bottom of the second inning for the Boulder Collegians. They sent 7 to the plate in the bottom of the first. So it's 8, 9, and 1 due up here. Gifford back on the mound. The first pitch by Martin is grounded up the middle for a base hit. So that'll bring up Britton Fox. 1 on, nobody out for the Collegians. First pitch in and catches the outer edge of the zone, and that has Fox down 0-1. Of course, Jace Gifford back on the mound for your Dodge City A's. One. Jace went 5 2/3 in his start against the Great Bend Batcats. Struck out 3 on 4 hits, walked 4, allowing just 2 runs. So a 2-2 count now to Fox. Pitch. That one's hit up the middle as well, and that will put runners on at first and second with nobody away. So that'll turn the lineup over back to Parker Noah. Noah led off in the first with a single. Pitch. Gifford misses outside. Makes it 1-0. Two and 0 now the count to Noah. Pitch. Gifford misses outside and low, and it's 3-0. Oh, a hit by pitch on the elbow, and that will load the bases. Dangerous spot to be in right now. Bases loaded with nobody out. Boulder already has a 3-1 lead over your Dodge City A's. Pitch goes to the backstop, and that will score a run. The ball is overthrown, but it leaves runners on second and third. Boulder now leads it 4-1. So the wild pitch scores a run. We'll go back to work. It's 4-1 A's, or 4-1 Boulder, sorry. That pitch is fouled off. Caden Cooper is down in the count, or sorry, even in the count at 1 apiece. Cooper's 0 for 1. He grounded out the first time he was up. The pitch over Brown's head. He didn't even make a play at that. So that scores a run, and runners on the corners for the Collegians as they now lead at 5-1. Still, nobody out in the inning, and the Collegians have now scored 2 with runners on the corners. The pitch was high. It was ball 1. Throw down to first, not in time. Damian Alvarez at the plate for the Boulder Collegians got on an error. The pitch swung on and missed. The throw down to second is there, and they get him. So Brown throws out Cooper for the first out of the inning. So Alvarez, he'll come up empty on the swing, and he's down in the count 1-2. A much needed out. The A's still need 2 more to get out of this one. The pitch, it's popped up, it's playable. Giving chase out in center field is Amador, and that should score a run. So the RBI sac fly from Alvarez, and the Collegians lead at 6-1.
Now's our 4-hole hitter, shortstop Padilla.
So the first pitch to Isaiah Padilla is outside for ball 1. Padilla singled the first time he was up. And the A's, they now find themselves in a 5-run deficit. A pitch misses outside. It's 2-0 to Padilla. Padilla sends a scalder, but it's right at Landon Langley, the line drive, 4 and out, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the top of the third. The A's will have Blakenze, Gomez, and Amador due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back into Scott Carpenter Park. So we've worked our way to the top of the third, and Arturo Blakenze leading off for your Dodge City A's. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to left field the first time he was up. Arturo with 1 hit on the season so far takes that pitch for a ball. He's worked himself ahead in the count 2-0. .30 pitch coming to Arturo. He'll miss outside and draws the 4-pitch walk. So the A's, they have their leadoff aboard here in the top of the third. They trail at 6-1. And that'll bring up Alejandro Gomez. He went down looking the first time he was up. Gomez also with 1 hit on the season so far. So Arturo, he gets his lead off of first, and Chippendale, fires in for ball 1. Boulder's playing with their middle infield in a little bit. They're about halfway in. The pitch in for a strike, and that evens a count at 1. One delivery. Gomez makes contact, but it'll be a foul ball to the right and out of play. And he's down in the count 1-2. So it's 3 in the first, 3 in the second for Boulder. The A's, they scored their lone run in the top of the second. That's how we find ourselves in a 5-run deficit, as a throw to first, not in time. Pitch misses high to Gomez and evens the count at 2. Chippendale misses outside. The count runs full. See what he wants to do on a payoff pitch here. McKenzie getting a lead off of first. The pitch runs inside, and Hill walking. So back-to-back walks, and the A's have runners at first and second now to lead off the top of the third. That'll bring up Jael Amador. Amador, he tripled. Hit one out into the right field corner his first time up. That was actually Jael's first hit of the season. It's a way to open up your hitting, hit a triple into the right field corner. So we're going to have a mound visit for the Boulder Collegians. So after that mound visit's broken up, and we'll go back to work. First pitch to Jael. Misses outside. Chippendale now at 54 pitches. 28 have been in 4 strikes. 1-0 delivery. Amador makes contact. It's a high fly ball to the left side. Waving off everybody and pulling it down in fair territory is a shortstop Padilla. And that is out number 1.
Up next, catcher Nicholas Brown.
So that'll bring up Nicholas Brown. Brown, he's 0 for 1. Grounded out the first time he was up. Brown with 3 hits on the season so far. A long look back at second. Arturo has a lead, and that one's hit through the gap on the left side, and that will load the bases. Well, head coach Jeremiah McCollum playing it safe and stopping Arturo at third. So the A's, they have bases loaded with 1 away. And that brings up Nico Brown. Nico doubled his last time up, a fly ball right into center field. And the A's, they will go with the courtesy runner for Nicholas. The courtesy runner, Kennedy Drexler, is going to do the courtesy running for Brown. So as I said last night, the league plays with the courtesy runner rule, and that's what they're doing with Brown at first. First pitch up the middle again. Here comes one run. The second run getting the wave home, and everybody, well, Brown is now caught in a pickle, but nobody covering first. 2 runs score, and the A's have runners on the corners.
Up next, the right fielder, Paxton Huff.
Well, we're going to have another mound visit, and the Collegians will be making a pitching change. We'll tell you about it when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Well, Boulder makes a pitching change, and they go to Theo Beckley. So he will take over the mound with 2 on and 1 away here in the top of the third. Can't close the book yet on Chippendale with 2 runners on.
Up next for Dodge City, first baseman Phillips.
But that will bring up Paxton Huff.
Paxton Huff, sorry.
So Beckley delivers a strike to Huff. Paxton with 1 hit on the season so far prior to tonight. The pitch in for a strike, and down quickly 0-2 is Huff. The 0-2 pitch. Huff makes contact, fouls it off, and count remains 0-2. Well, this is the first appearance for Beckley, as was Chippendale earlier. The 0-2 pitch Misses the outside edge, and that makes it 1-2. Huff makes contact. It's high fly, but out of play. Count remains 1-2, and well, it's not a bad way to start off. Working pitch count. Sixth pitch of the at-bat coming to Paxton, and the count 1-2. Pitch misses low, and evens a count at 2 now. A's trail at 6-3. They've scored 2 so far in the top of the third. Desperately will be looking to hang a 0 in the bottom half of the inning. Pitch, high and outside, and the count runs full. So we'll see what Beckley does with a payoff pitch. Steps on, working from the first base side of the rubber. The pitch is popped up. It's playable on the infield and will be pulled down, and doubled up is Brown, and that will get Boulder out of the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the third. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back in as Logan Carney leads off for the Collegians in the bottom of the third. Gifford back on the mound as that pitch is low for ball 1. Carney singled the last time he was up. So it's 5, 6, and 7 in the order due up for the Collegians. Pitch misses low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch in for a strike. Caught the upper edge of the zone, and Carney ahead 2-1. That one's up the line, taken by Phillips. He bobbles it, makes the tag in time, and the first out of the inning.
Next up, with the Collegians designated hitter, McGuire.
So that'll bring up Jesse Aguirre with nobody on and 1 away. Aguirre, he grounded out to Blakenze the last time he was up, and he'll take the first pitch down in the dirt for ball 1. Pitch misses low and outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. The A's, they opted to go with the Boot Hill jerseys tonight, taking on the Lawman identity, as that pitch is fouled off. makes it 2-1. There's cars parked just to the right of the right field line, and is a very dangerous place to be parked, especially since there is no netting across there right where a ball could easily go through and plunk any of those cars. The pitch right through that gap and might have actually beamed a car on that one. Call that one broadcaster's curse, maybe? Either way, the count runs full. The payoff pitch is fouled off. So, payoff pitch again from Gifford. Is in and misses for a ball. So Gifford loses the battle and walks a runner. 1 on and 1 away for the Collegians, and that brings up Yale Johnson. Johnson, he grounded out the last time he was up. Gifford delivers high for ball 1. A little high again, and Johnson's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 delivery, high and inside again. It's 3-0. Jay's struggling a little bit to find the zone. Does it there, and it's 3-1. The pitch popped up. It's playable. Phillips waving everybody off, and he'll take it up the first base line for the second out of the inning.
Next, third baseman Martin.
So that'll bring up Alex Martin. Martin singled through the right side his first time up. Throw to first, not in time. One-0. Gifford comes inside and misses. It's 2-0. 1 on and 2 away for the Collegians, and the A's would desperately love to have a 0 on the scoreboard. The pitch, it's a fly ball out into center field. Amador tracking it. He's got it. And the A's get the 0 they needed on the scoreboard. We're headed to the top of the 4th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. We've worked our way to the top of the 4th inning, and Jackson Phillips leading off for your Dodge City A's.
Leading off for Dodge City, first baseman Phillips.
Jackson 0 for 1. He got caught looking the last time he was up. Pitch from Beckley, misses outside. He came in the last inning to get the last out. So we can officially close the book now on Chippendale. The 1-0 delivery, swung on and missed, and evens a count at 1. Jackson with 2 hits on the season, and he'll come up empty on the offering, and now down in the count 1-2. So Chippendale officially goes 2 1/3, allowing 3 runs and striking out 3. Pitch called strike, and Jackson will go down on strikes for the second time, looking for the second time, and that'll bring up Omari Johnson. Johnson, he got on. He was hit by pitch the last time he was up. Omari with 1 hit on the season so far. Beckley misses high with the first pitch. Pitch, again missing outside, and Johnson's ahead 2-0. The 2-0 delivery, Beckley fires in, it's fouled. It's now 2-1. Well, the A's, they have a little bit of work to do. They're down 3. They scored 1 in the second, 2 in the third. Of course, the Collegians, they scored their runs, 3 in the first, 3 in the second. The 2-1 delivery, high fly ball. It's out towards right center field, and pulled it down does Noah for the second out of the inning. That'll turn the lineup over to Landon Langley. Langley, he's 0 for 2. He hit into a fielder's choice the last time he was up. Landon, he's scored 4 runs on the season so far. Shows bunt and pulls it back. Ball low. So 1-0 count to Langley with nobody on and 2 away. Pitch. Missing inside. Makes it 2-0. So the A's will play these Collegians again tomorrow night and then make the trip home. Langley makes contact. It's a fly ball out into left field, off the left field wall, and in easily with a stand-up double. So that puts a runner in scoring position for Arturo Blaquinze. He's 0 for 1. He walked on his last time up. Arturo has scored 1 run on the season so far. Landon with a lead off of second. The pitch in for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Misses on the outer edge. It evens the count at 1. The pitch. Arturo pops it up. It's out towards right field. It will be pulled down, and that will end the inning. The A's are held scoreless, and we're headed to the bottom of the 4th, trailing 3. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back in. It's Britton Fox leading off for the Boulder Collegians. He singled the last time he was up, so it's 9-1-2 to up here in the bottom of the 4th as the Collegians completing their second trip through the batting order. 3-3 tie in Liberal right now between the Liberal BJs and Game Day Angels. That game currently in the 4th. 1-0 pitch. This is outside, and Fox is ahead in the count, 2-0. Gifford back on the mound. He's out for his 4th inning of work as Fox will make contact, and that one will drop in shallow center field for a hit. So that turns us back to the top of the order with Parker Noah. He was hit by pitch his last time up. (6-3) in favor of the Collegians here at Scott Carpenter, as that's a high fly ball. It's headed out into left field. Coming in and catching it is Johnson, and that is the first out of the inning.
Next up, right fielder Cooper.
So that'll bring up Caden Cooper. Cooper singled through the left side his last time up. 1 on, 1 away for the Collegians. If it takes a step off, he'll get a new sign. Has what he wants and comes set. Pitch will miss outside. Pitch grounded through the middle. The old hit and run, as that'll put runners on the corners for the Collegians with 1 away.
Next, cleanup hitter, second baseman Alvarez.
So that'll bring up Damian Alvarez. He hit into a sac fly his last time up. Two on, 1 away for the Collegians. First pitch, it's popped up. Amador tracking it out in center field, so that one will drop in and it will score a run. So an RBI sac fly for Alvarez. So that'll bring in Isaiah Padilla. He is 1 for 2. Hit into a line drive his last time up. First pitch catches a zone and has Padilla down 0-1. Pitch was down low and not making a throw is Brown. So a runner now at second for the Collegians. 1-1 count to Padilla. Gifford misses low and outside. Makes it 2-1. This is Jace's second appearance of the season. Like I said, he got the start opening night against the Great Bend Batcats. Took the loss in that game. So that pitch misses outside, and it's 3-1. Pitch missing inside. That'll put runners on at first and second with 1 away. Actually 2 away. That brings in Logan Carney. He's 1 for 2. Grounded out the last time he was at the plate. A's trail at 7-3 now. That pitch is low. The throw down to first is in time, and they got him. Brown throws out Padilla at first, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the top of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Three, 4, and 5 in the lineup due up. It's Gomez, Amador, and Brown due up here in the top of the 5th for your A's as they trail 7-3. Leading off, it is Alejandro Gomez. He's 0 for 1, walked on the last time he was up. Gomez fouls that one off. So we'll go back to work. Beckley's back on the mound for the Boulder Collegians. Took over in the second. Or no, took over in the third, sorry. That pitch misses. It's 1-1 the count to Gomez. So Beckley's thrown 24 pitches in relief. That pitch framed on the outside edge. And that has Gomez down in the count 1-2. Give Johnson credit. He tried to get it framed and did just that. 1-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. Count remains 1-2. Few clouds starting to stream in overhead coming off the mountains back to our right. Pitch grounded to the shortstop. He bobbles it and won't make the throw. Error, party of 6 to get the runner aboard.
Next, center fielder, Jael Amador.
So that'll bring up Jael Amador. Amador, he flew out his last time up. Hasn't scored a run yet this season, as he'll take the first pitch he sees and fouls it off. Down in the count, 0-1. 1 on and nobody out for your A's as we've worked our way into the top of the 5th. A's trailing 7-3. Pitch from Beckley will miss outside and evens a count at 1. One. Amador comes up empty on the offering and finds himself down 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Called strike 3. That one was up high at the letters. Not sure I agree with that one, but I don't have the vantage point that the home plate umpire does. So 2-1 away for the A's. And that'll bring up Nicholas Brown. He's 1 for 2, singled the last time he was up. Nicholas already 3 runs on the season so far. So that pitch misses outside. Makes it 1-0. One-0 pitch from Beckley. He'll miss low down in the dirt. Johnson doing a job at keeping balls ahead of him. Two balls and no strikes account to Nicholas Brown. That pitch is in for a strike. Brown makes contact, grounded to the third baseman, throw to second in time, throw to first in time, and the Collegians turn a double play, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back as Logan Carney set to lead off in the bottom of the 5th for the Collegians. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game, grounded out the last time he was up. Jace Gifford back on the mound. He's out for his 5th inning of work for your A's as he'll miss outside as the ball will roll all the way to the backstop. Carney ahead 1-0. Carney makes contact. That one will be fouled off. It goes right and out of play, and it evens a count at 1. So the 1-1 pitch coming. It'll be grounded through the middle on the right side, and the Collegians, they have their leadoff runner aboard. The A's are being out hit right now 9-6. 1 error apiece for each team. That'll bring up Jesse Aguirre. Aguirre, he's 0 for 1, walked on his last time up. Pitch in for a strike. Gifford misses high on that one and evens a count at 1. Misses outside and low again, and now it's 2-1. Oh, that one comes in and will plunk Aguirre, and the Collegians have 2 on and nobody out.
Next up, catcher, Yale Johnson.
Well, Jace went 5 2/3 in his first start. We'll see if we can get that here tonight. The pitch, catching the upper edge of the zone, and has Yale Johnson down in the count 0-1. Johnson, he's 0 for 2, flew out the last time he was at the plate. Pitch, misses a low and outside, and evens a count at 1. Johnson makes contact. It's a fly ball out into left, pulled down by Johnson, and that'll send the runners back to first and second. So no advancement and 1 out for the Collegians.
Next up, the third baseman, Martin.
So that'll bring up Alex Martin. Martin's 1 for 2, flew out the last time he was up. Pitch up the first base line, bobbled by Phillips. Throw to second for 1. So they'll get 1 on the fielder's choice. 2 away now for the Collegians, and that'll put runners on the corners.
Next, left fielder, Fox.
Pitch right past Langley, and that'll score a run. And now the Collegians have runners at first and second and lead at 8-3. That was Britton Fox. He was 2 for 2, so his 3rd single of the ball game.
Up next, center fielder, Noah.
So that brings up Parker Noah now. He's 1 for 2. Grounded to Langley. The throw to first in time, and that will end the inning. The Collegians score 1. They lead it 8-3. We're headed to the top of the 6th. The A's will have 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup due up when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Well, just in time to start the sixth, a little rain shower moving overhead. As Nico Brown set to lead off for your Dodge City A's. He's 2 for 2. A double and a single as he'll come up empty on the first offering. Falls down in the count 0-1. It's Nico Brown, Paxton Huff, and Jackson Phillips due up here in the inning. A's trailing 8-3. Brown grounds that one. It's a chopper up the middle, and the A's, they'll have their leadoff aboard. So 1 on, nobody out for the A's, and that'll bring up Paxton Huff. Huff, he's 1 for 2, flew out the last time he was up. One-oh count to Huff. Huff now one ball and 1 strike. Huff makes contact. It's a fly ball, but well playable. It'll be pulled down in left field, an unproductive out for the Dodge City A's.
Up next, first baseman, Jackson Phillips.
Nico Brown, he's scored 2 runs. Huff had scored a run of his own, and that brings up Jackson Phillips, who has yet to score a run on the season. Phillips makes contact. It's up the first base line. They'll throw to second for the out. At the throw to first in time, and a quick 1-2-3 inning, and we're headed to the bottom of the 6th. A's trailing 8-3. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Bottom of the 6th, the Collegians, they have 2, 3, and 4 in their order due up. It's Caden Cooper leading off. He's 2 for 3, singled the last time he was up, and Jace Gifford, he's back on the mound for your Dodge City A's. So his longest outing now, he went 5 2/3 in his first start. As Cooper would make contact on the 2-0 pitch, drives it out into center field for a single. Well, those leadoff hitters have been a nuisance for the Dodge City A's tonight. That's Damian Alvarez stepping up. He's 0 for 1. Back-to-back sac flies for him. Pitch. Fouled off. One ball and one strike to Alvarez. Well, a quick little rain shower that rained on the A's parade in the top half of the inning, and the throw to first not in time. The pitch, it's popped up. Phillips is giving chase, but it'll go right and out of play. And that has Alvarez down 1-2. One, two, misses high. The throw down to second, well in time, and Cooper is caught stealing by about 2 steps. Grounded to the third baseman, Brown, and he'll misplay it. So another costly error on the Dodge City A's.
Next, the shortstop, Padilla.
1 on, 1 away for the Collegians. So that pitch is fouled off. It evens a count at 1 to Padilla. He's 1 for 2. Drew the walk his last time up. Throw over to first, not in time. Two balls and 1 strike to count to Padilla. So he moves ahead 3-1 now. Gifford loses the battle there as he misses high, and I'll have runners on at first and second with 1 away to bring up Logan Carney. Carney, he's 2 for 3, singled the last time he was up, and Brown's going to go out and have a conversation with Jace. Well, the Collegians so far have scored in every inning but the third, and have a runner in scoring position with 1 away here. So we'll go to work after that quick mound visit. First pitch gets Carney to duck down. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Well, the Lumberjacks win their first game of the season, and Brown guns down another runner as Padilla was caught stealing. 2 balls and 1 strike to Carney. He'll make contact, sends it to Langley, and they'll throw to first. That'll be the final out of the inning, and we'll go to the top of the 7th. The A's trailing 5. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Let's take this opportunity and thank some of our sponsors, our Grand Slam sponsors, the Community Foundation of Southwest Kansas, City of Dodge City, Lewis Automotive Group, Koch Fertilizer, Curbs Law Office LLC, and Brian and Melissa Huff. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. The Collegians make the call to the bullpen. They go to Tyler Kephart, another righty on the mound for the Collegians, as they've now gone to their 3rd pitcher of the ball game, leading 8-3, and we enter the top of the 7th. Omari Johnson set to lead off for the Dodge City A's. He's 0 for 1. Flew out the last time he was at the plate. So it's 9-1-2 due up in the inning for the Dodge City A's. Johnson, he's scored a run on the season. He's set to face off against the righty Kephart, who's working from, well, it looks like he's about on the middle of the rubber. First pitch to Johnson. Misses high. Now the A's, they have some work to do. Trailing 5. The pitch misses high and outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Omari. Omari's ahead 3-0. Kephart in danger of walking the leadoff runner. The pitch, high and outside, and it's a 4-pitch walk. The A's, they have their leadoff aboard, and that'll bring up Landon Langley as they turn the lineup over. Starting the 4th trip through the batting order is your Dodge City A's. Langley takes a first pitch strike. Landon, he holds a .400 on base percentage so far this season. Counts 1-1. The delivery from Kephart up the third base line. It's fair. Rounding second is Johnson. He'll be getting the wave around. So Langley in safely with the stand-up double, and the A's, they score a run. That leadoff walk, it hurts now as the A's trail it 8-4. An RBI double for Landon Langley, and that'll bring up Arturo Blaquenze. Arturo, he's 0 for 2, flew out the last time he was up. Arturo, he holds a .375 on base percentage. That pitch in for a strike. Arturo not necessarily happy with himself, but will go to work at an 0-1 count. Langley getting a lead off of second, and the pitch misses low. That'll even the count at 1. Alejandro Gomez in the on-deck circle for the Dodge City A's. Look back at second by Kephart. The pitch high and inside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, Arturo will draw the hit by pitch, and that puts runners on at first and second with nobody out. And that'll prompt a mound visit from the Collegians dugout. So we'll take this opportunity. Let's thank some more of our sponsors, our home run sponsors. The Victory Electric Cooperative Association, Jimmy John's, Spearville 3 EDF, Val Hinton, Rabine Brothers, Cargill, Kirby Meat Company, Building Solutions LLC, National Beef Packing Company LLC, Tommy's Express Car Wash, and Dodge City Family YMCA. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Well, that mound visit's over, and we'll go back to work, and that brings up Alejandro Gomez, who is 0 for 2. He hit into an error his last time up. Gomez, .500 on-base percentage so far this season. A's trail 8-4 as we've worked our way into the top of the 7th. 1 run in the inning. The pitch swung on and missed. Gomez swinging for the fences on that one and comes up empty. Yeah, 1 pitch. Swung on and missed again, and Gomez quickly down in the count 0-2. The A's, they have a little bit of momentum, and last thing you want here would be an unproductive out. The pitch. Gomez sends that one. It'll be foul and out of play to the left. Count remains 0-2. He'll step back in. Kephart has his sign and comes set. Takes a look back at second. The pitch swung on and missed, and Gomez will go down swinging for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Jael Amador. He's 1 for 3. He got caught looking his last time up. Jael, a .250 on-base percentage. Checks his swing and called strike, and he's down 0-1. 1 pitch from Kephart. Fires in, catches the inner part of the zone, and has Amador down in the count 0-2. Now, Kephart struggled a little bit, but getting strikes now. The 0-2 delivery. Amador checks his swing and says, nope. Ball 1. One-two pitch. Oh. Front door bender that goes over the head of Amador, and the count's even now at 2. Finally gets his lead off a second again. The pitch inside, called strike. Amador's not happy, and that is 2 away. So that'll bring up Nicholas Brown. Brown's 1 for 3. Grounded out the last time he was at the plate. Nicholas, a .375 on base percentage this season. So we'll go to work. 2 away, 2 on for your Dodge City A's. Trailing 8-4. The pitch misses high to the catcher, Brown. 1-0 delivery. High and inside again, and Johnson, the catcher, sure thought about trying to throw somebody out, but not able to get it done. Nicholas Brown ahead in the count now, 2-0. Another long look back at second. The pitch, it's popped up. It'll be on the infield, and that'll do it. That'll end the inning. We're headed to the end of the game. So they did actually decide to play a 7-inning game tonight, so that'll do it. We'll take a step aside, come back with your post-game wrap-up after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Welcome back in as the A's fall to 1-3 on the season. They fall tonight to the Boulder Collegians 8-4. So Jace Gifford, he'll take the loss tonight for your Dodge City A's. Aiden Chippendall picking up the win for the Boulder Collegians. The Collegians, they would score 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. That would be their 8 runs. Your A's, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and 1 in the seventh for their 4 runs. Let's take a look at our scoring summary. The A's, they would get their runs going in the second as Jael Amador would step up. He'd lead off with a triple and would come around and score on an RBI ground out from Nicholas Brown. Nico Brown would come up and hit a double and would get stranded at third after Paxton Huff would get off on a single and get stranded on base as well. Then in the third, the A's, Arturo Blaquenze would lead off. He would receive a walk, followed by Alejandro Gomez, who would walk on. Both of them would come around and score. They would score on an RBI single from Nico Brown. The A's, they would go silent for a couple of innings, and then in the top of the seventh, Omari Johnson would lead off. He would receive a leadoff walk, followed by an RBI double from Landon Langley. Langley and Blaquenze would get stranded on base as the A's were not able to get anything else after that. The A's, they'll strand 7 on base tonight. The Collegians, they stranded 6. Four runs, 8 hits, 1 error for your Dodge City A's, 8 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error for the Boulder Collegians. That'll wrap it up tonight. The A's, they play the Collegians again tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, first pitch start. I am Justin Hergert, was assisted alongside with Frank Tinoco on the live stream tonight. For the entire A's board and organization, we say thank you for following along and say farewell from Scott Carpenter Field. Until tomorrow night, you've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.